Hallo Isabel, Smisha Tormit Makiever. The only thing here to note, really, other than to talk about names, is the Ismisha part. Ismisha is translates to I am someone. I am something. You can use this for names or professions or whatever. Um, Misha is an emphatic form of me. So me generally means I in Gaelic, but Misha is a more emphatic form. It's similar to using hen. So it's like I myself am Tormit Makiever. Some notes on Gaelic names. Tormit translates to Norman, believe it or not. Myrit is Margaret, and Isabel is Isabel. Hallo Hormich, Smisha Isabel Nikloch, Kimara Hashif. Okay, so Kimara Hashif is the formal form of Kimara Hau, Shif meaning the formal form of you. It also means plural you, but in this case it's just formality. So Kimara Hashif is how are you? Some notes on names here. In Gaelic, Mac means son and Nick means daughter. So this seems strange to some English speakers, but your name will actually change if you're a woman or a man if you have Mac or Nick in the name. In English, we just use Mac for everything. So if you're like a McDonald or a MacLeod or whatever, as in this case, MacLeod is Nick Loach. If you're a man in Gaelic, it is Mac because Mac means son. If you're a woman, this is changed to Nick, and because it's daughter. So just remember that. This is similar to the use of son or dottir at the end of names in countries like Iceland. Again, in English, we only use son at the last name because family names or surnames are considered static and they don't change in English, but they do change in Gaelic. So if you have names in English like Anderson or Lawson or whatever that have Saxon or potentially Norse origins, it's the same deal with the Mac in Gaelic. So just remember it that way. Just a quick pronunciation note for Nicloch. The reason why you pronounce it as Loch and not Leoch or whatever is because of the accent on the O emphasizes the O pronunciation. Haguma Tapaleth. Haguma Tapaleth is the same thing as Haguma Tapalet, but because of formalities, the late becomes a leth. It's just the formal form of the word. So instead of thanks, it's more like thank you, or thank you very much, or whatever. Kimara Hashif Hen, again, is like Kimara Hau Hen, is just placing emphasis on the you form of it. So, again, it's I'm well, thank you, how are you, yourself? She replies, Mianach Ma. The Mianach is reasonably or fairly. Mianach by itself means mediocre or so-so, but if you're combining it with another word, it emphasizes that word. So Mianach Ma is fairly or reasonably well. Tapalef, thank you. Koasahashiv Ahoromich. Koasahashiv is where are you from? Ko in this case is where. Ha is to be, and shif is you. Pronunciation Mianach. The DH is not pronounced, and the CH is pronounced as a raspy H, like a sound instead of a K sound, as most people mispronounce. So like Loch Ness is actually pronounced that way, not Loch Ness. The K is not pronounced, but instead CH is pronounced more like just a raspy H sound. Hamia Loas. Loas is the Isle of Lewis. It's one of those western isles of Scotland that's north of Ireland and west of the Highlands. Uh, I'll post a map on this video to show where it is exactly. The me part is I, the ha is to be, and is like from or something like that. So Hami Aloha says I'm from Lewis. Koasa ha shibhein ishibil. So he's just redirecting the question back to her with emphasis on the yourself part. So where are you from yourself? She replies, Hamiasan Elan Skianach. So she just says that she's from the Isle of Skye. That's an isle in western Scotland that's south of Lewis. Again, I'll post a map showing where that is. Pronunciation, Skianach is one of those Gaelic words that looks intimidating to English speakers, but it's really not. You got the SG, the G in this case becomes a K sound, and the TH is not pronounced, so you get ski out of that, and then the Skianach, again, the CH is a raspy H sound, and that's pretty much it. That's all for the first dialogue. We'll continue with the second dialogue in the next lesson.